What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you today from the gym of Foley, formerly Jason's. We got some new lighting added here. It's going through an upgrade process. The entire gym is. So anyway, today we're gonna do arms. A lot of times what I'll do, I want to do arm day, is I'll alternate, and do a bicep and tricep movement, back to back in a superset. So I'll be utilizing some of that today. It's a great time-saving technique. And, while your biceps are resting, you're hitting your triceps. While your triceps are resting, you're hitting your biceps. So, it can be a great way in order to get in more workout in less time. So we're gonna start out. I'm just gonna do some standard barbell bicep curls. And then I'm gonna move into some, a single barbell behind the head tricep extensions. So we're gonna get, probably gonna do like a warm-up feeler sort of set and then do a top set. I actually do about 4 sets, 3 to 5 sets, but 3 or 4 generally is where I stick to. But for the purpose of filming, so that this is an incredibly long video, we're just gonna get 2 sets of each on film. You notice I'll try to supinate and turn the pinky up, in order to get the full bicep working. Yes. All right, so catch my breath for a second here, and then I'll come through and hit a top heavier set. All right, so we're about to do the top set here. My real focus this off season, aside from muscle groups, is really like focusing on getting a good pump and a nice controlled eccentric with an emphasis on the stretch positions of many of these exercises. So to see, because I'm reaching, the edges of my genetic potential. So for me, I need to like squeeze every little bit out. And a lot of, the meta-analysis studies show that, you get slightly more growth out of the eccentric, and that you get slightly more growth out of the stretch position of the exercise. So we're trying to really focus on those. And, what I found is the better pump I get, the better my mind-muscle connection has been with the muscle. So I'm really trying to focus on that. Now, off-season hasn't officially began, kind of in that post-season reverse diet, but I'm just trying to really get in contact with these items so that when I start my official off season, aka bulking season, in about 6 weeks, that I'm ready and firing on all cylinders. So I'm just now starting to get the carbs and everything infused back in my diet. I've gotten extra rest, and I'm really just clearing out, cleaning up, and coming back within myself and actually getting recovered, because show prep season is so taxing on the body, doing everything while you're in such a deficit and you're so depleted. So now having the fuel again just really feels good, and you just want to put the pedal to the floor, but you got to remember to just kind of still take it easy, because you're still in a little bit of a delicate position coming off show prep and being so lean like I am. So anyway, let's get another set in here. All right, so next up we're gonna do some hammer curls, and then I'm gonna do some tricep extensions behind the back with barbells as well. Dumbbells, excuse me. So we're gonna do some hammer curls, and then with the dumbbells here, and then I'm gonna turn around and do some extensions off the rack. So from there we'll probably move over and do a couple of items on the machines, and then finally end up with some cable movements.
I'm hosting season 2 of the Critical Acclaim podcast with Black TV series. This season was long on the road to capture chefs, theater, farmers, and other innovations really being told and diving into stories of reclaiming the tradition of music and how we all shape the future of life. This season is one of the but this is a Black TV innovate. What energy and concept of in 2019, with contributions from adverts, ideas, you are increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. The doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar-Stat pneumococcal 20 million conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one day. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar-Stat may help provide added protection. Still stable that have prevented infections from some strains of the bacterial pneumococcal pneumonia, including the stable microbiome infection. Prevnar-Stat can cause severe allergic reactions to the vaccine or immunity. Adults with living infections may have a lower response to the vaccine. These include pneumococcal injections, the hospitals, medical injuries, the COVID-19 solution is for 1-355-213-136. Or visit Prevnar-Stat.com.
All right, that was fantastic. Next up, we'll do a top set. All right, so normally, everything I go top set, I'll go up in weight. I kind of noticed on this one, in order for me to do the slow, focused, eccentric, with the focus on the stretch position, that I wasn't able to get as many reps as I'd forecasted, because I think previously I'd been doing these a little bit faster. And so, you got to make sure to let your ego go and do the proper weight that keeps you in the rep range that you want. So, definitely want to stay in the 10 to 12 rep range and get those slow, focused eccentrics with the focus on the stretch position. Really focusing on trying to get a good pump versus slinging heavy weights around. Stop weightlifting and start bodybuilding if that's what, you're doing, which for me, that's what I'm after, is actually bodybuilding. So. All right, next up, we'll hit a couple machine movements. All right, so I'm gonna do a couple of these pin-loaded machines. I'm gonna do this, preacher-like curl machine, and then I'm gonna move over and do a tricep movement as well. So let's get it in. Whew. Pump is fire today. Just had a nice big bowl of oatmeal and bananas before I came here with some whey protein as well. But forget exactly how many carbs, but it was plenty. Really fueled for this workout, so feeling good, getting a good pump. Energy levels are good. You know, rest has been on point. So training has been amazing again. This is what it's really all about, is, you know, feeling these amazing training sessions, you know. You know, this is what really made me, you know, fall in love with bodybuilding to begin with. You know, not only transforming my physique into, you know, something better than I ever imagined, but, you know, if you don't love the process, if you don't love training, if you don't, you know, love the science behind the eating and all of that, you know, it's not gonna make it. It's not for you. You're not gonna bring out your best. But for me, you know, I love the science behind, you know, muscle hypertrophy and macros and training and meal timing and just, you know, becoming a connoisseur in, you know, training and dieting, and then just watching, you know, what is possible, you know, not only with just the human body in general, but specifically with my body. You know, what is my genetic potential? You know, what will my body look like when I transform it to the max? You know, when I focus on these things, you know, what happens? And then, you know, and then from there, I get the opportunity to, you know, to share it with others, to share it with you guys, which is where, you know, where God's purpose is for me, is like, you know, teaching me these things so that I can share them with other people, man. Share my passion, share my fuel, share my fire. And, you know, and just share the knowledge that I've reached out and been so hungry for to gather. So up next, we'll do a top set, and then we'll move over and do some cable movements. All right, last set, best set of these. Really love this movement right here. I can really just, you know, feel a great pump off of it. And, you know, my vascularity really comes out. And for me, you know, that's like a motivating factor from a guy that used to be, you know, real fat and didn't have hardly any vascularity, you know, to just see everything get pumped up and vascular just is incredibly motivating to me for some reason. Yes. All right. Next up, we're gonna do some cable movements. See you guys in a minute. All right, so we're gonna start with one of my favorite bicep movements, you know, like a front double bi cable movement. And then we'll come around over here and I'm gonna do a straight bar tricep push down. So. Just love the stretch of that exercise, man. Really stretches you out. All right, so I'll move back around, hit top set here in just a second. All right, here we go. Last set, best set. All right, so last up we're gonna do rope bicep curls, followed by rope push downs, all on the cables. All right, so for the last movements, I'm gonna do some rope curls, followed by some tricep extensions with the rope. All right, next up, top set, best set, final set of the day. All right, here we go, family. Last set, top set, last set, best set. All right, family, so if you like the video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. And leave a comment for the algorithm, you know? Leave a comment for me. Leave a comment for yourself, you know? If there's anything I can do to help, that's what I'm here for. So, I love you guys, and remember, we get better together. You can't outbeat the monster. See y'all soon.